Hey YouTube, DanOttawa here, coming at you with my last, what league is this? Fossil Cup team. That's enough of this. It's pretty rock, paper, scissors. Meta's too small. But I decided to use two sort of off-brand here, Whiscash and Walrein. So Whiscash is, I think, severely underrated in this because it's got okay bulk. The mud shots and mud bombs obviously do great against all your steals. Blizzards, okay coverage move for like a Pelipper, which would otherwise hard wall you. And then I went Escav because I wanted a second counter user for all the steals. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to be super weak to Pelipper. I can land a Blizzard, but otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. I was looking through my Pokemon. I'm like, Walrein's actually interesting because there's a lot of water in this, right? So you like if you see Swampert and stuff like that, you'd win there. And mud, like all the mud boys that are coming through now too. And then you have like the Power Snow Ice Cold Spear for Pelipper. So I'm like, it's not a bad idea, and it actually worked pretty okay overall. So let's get into the battles. If you're seeing this for the first time, this channel, I appreciate you hit the subscribe button. Put up videos like 5 times a week. Tomorrow I will be putting out uh, top teams for Retro Cup, which next go over some of my Retro Cup teams of the past and give you teams that you can try. So let's get into these battles here. So Whiscash lead, obviously Mawile, great lead here. Not much I can do. They're staying in, which is interesting. Maybe they're gonna try and catch. Okay, that's why I didn't throw right away. I'm like, okay, they're staying in. They're probably gonna try and catch, but they're not trying to catch. So okay, I'll throw this. They shield. Now they get out to Ferrothorn, and this is just looking like a hard counter start. So I'm pretty sure this is an easy win here. Not gonna shield because I know that my wall is just gonna come back in and be able to take me out. So I'll just throw right before they get to the power whip. I don't even know if this will take out. Just short, but they're not going to get to that. So now I'm going to have a move. Hopefully I get to... No, that lights me up real fast. But that's okay. Now I have alignment here. And again, super spammy. And you're going to see a couple leads. Like, you're like, okay, so you with hard win here. Big whoop. Where it's actually interesting is I have one loss. I think I have one example of a loss and one example of a win where Jellicent is the lead. So stay tuned for that. Polywrath. Um, okay here. Like, again, the dynamic punch, you're going to see it doesn't do a ton. And these mud bombs just go so fast, come up. They don't hit super, super hard. But again, a lot of steals. Dynamic punch still does an okay amount. But to be left with 50% from a dynamic punch is not bad. And these mud bombs, not going to be enough. So I'm going to be outpaced here. So I'm going to throw right here. So it's either I'm going to soft lose or I can try and grab a shield here knowing I'm going to outpace here. And because I'm out of move already, I'm just, I may either, can I farm down? Yeah, I tried to farm down and I don't know counts. I think that's just an ice punch actually, so I'm gonna probably let this go. Just an ice punch it is. So I come out with switch. And why switch is important for this team is if you get like that Pelipper in the back, right? So I'm gonna bank that move because I'm at a second one, I think. So I'd rather just save that. Walrein, we know what Walrein does in open, right? It's just a tank. So I'm going to take these Shadow Balls. Okay. I'm going to bait because I mean, they could call it, but they have 2 shields. So I'm guessing they won't call the bait. And now I get to the Earthquake too. So now you're going to grab the second shield or probably take this out. And Walrein still adds just short, which is actually even better because now I can probably just come in with Escav and get a counter through to start getting 1 energy advantage there. They realize they swap out to Swampert right away. And this can be close. So I probably gotta I gotta live 1, and I know that's not an earthquake. I'm gonna just acid spray, right? Because Drowan's gonna take them out. So acid spray, they shield, counter, counter, counter. I gotta move, so I gotta shield and throw. Yeah, gotta throw. What is left over? I have a move. Do they have anything left over here? Just the Jellicent, which I can counter before the Hex goes through. So nice work in here, Jelly. Here we go. I think this may be the lost one, or is it the win one? So anyways, in this matchup, it's actually not bad. Because, again, these mud bombs come really quick with the mud shots. So it's going to take probably 3 to take it out. But that's okay. Because I think you can... It's one of those where you're probably going to lose, but you're going to soft lose the 1 shield, I think, if you want, or take switch. down a shield. So I'm going to shield up the first one, assuming that they're not going to bait me. And they don't, so that's nice. And I can live one. I know that much. So if I just throw a bubble beam, I was about to say, I don't think you can bank back to back. And then Escav comes in. So Escav's a little tricky, right? You can do okay. Like even, my attack was lowered, which is why I had to like bail here. But if you want to just do the Whiscash versus Escav matchup, it's actually a pretty decent matchup. You're gonna grab a shield. I bait, which is nice because I'm gonna lower their defense. Now they're gonna have to throw. Looks like we CMP there. That's okay. I can take that. They're gonna have to dump all their energy. Now I'll come in probably with Whiscash and get even a little more ahead on energy here. I'm down a shield, but that's okay. Out comes the Jellicent. I got 2 moves here, so this will grab 1 shield or take it out. Now it's gonna come down to what's in the back. It is a lantern. So I'm going to throw this, and then I'm going to immediately probably switch into my... So they let it go. So now I got to try and get to the second move before they take me out here. I'm probably just going to stay in at this point, because I need them to dump... Okay, I'm going to switch out right away, thinking that I can survive 1 Thunderbolt from this range. Maybe, actually, because Walrein's pretty thick. And if not, they're going to have to double throw. I don't think they can take me out for... I get to... Yeah, get to quick take it out. That's why there's like a couple electric in there, like Lantern too, or this still do super effective, right? So Whiscash, Walrein combo there, taking it down with a tough-ish lead. So maybe this was one where I lost it. Or did I put the same with one in? Like I faced a lot of Jellicents, and that's why my next team I'm actually working with Berserker on the lead, because I just built one up because I was seeing Jellicents everywhere. I tried Lantern. I didn't love Lantern. It was great for the Pelipper Wiz. It was great, really, really great for the Pelipper and the Jellicent matchup. But outside of that, I don't know. I just found it kind of like slow charging, and like counter user can just like ramp up really fast there. So again, this matchup, you either take the, you lose the one. So we're now even in shields. The Shadow Ball is going to come through. Does it take me out? No. But I think they could probably get to a next Shadow Ball before I do. Not even. Okay, right? So there we go. Whiscash versus Jellicent is a nice matchup here. But now they're just going to come hard farm with Escav. Yeah, I remember this matchup. And I go down right. Yeah. And that's the problem. Escav with energy against this backline is tough because at best you have the mirror match, which is going to outpace you. And then I think they even maybe double counter user. I think it's Lucario in the back if I remember. Again, I did all these on Saturday, so it's tough to remember. I'm assuming it's a Lucario in the back, so I just bait, hoping just to knock it down that I can maybe... Oh, wow, that... The five counters they got there to take out the Whiscash. And there's your Lucario. Ahead on energy already. I can maybe get to the Earthquake before this takes me out. Probably not. Look at how much those counters do. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is a loss. That's okay. Yeah, I'm running Berserker and then Escav, and I had a lot of Jellicent leads. That's why this is not terrible. So we've already seen how I play this. So I'm trying Berserker, Escav, and Pelipper, right? Because Berserker is going to be weak to counter users, so I need sort of your mirror counter Escav and Pelipper to deal with all the counter users in the back. Obviously, double weak to Mawel again, kind of like my team on the weekend was, but it's okay. It's working okay. I'm still hovering around the 2500, which is actually okay. Like I wanted to push to legend quick, but I'm already seeing a lot of people in the 2750 range, which is not super far ahead of me, who are already having like crazy wait times. So I'm like, okay, I will just... They're throwing here, which is interesting, unless they're like double weak in the back to counter. I mean, Thunder doesn't do anything significant, but yeah, you are double weak. So I'm just going to Acid Spray, knowing that you're likely to shield here. Get one more counter through here, which will... Two more. Oh, beautiful. Look at how that takes it. And now the Whiscash can come in. This will take it out. Don't even need to hit the bubbles. That was poorly done. Could be a Shadow Ball. Let it go. Now Walrein. I assume, yeah. I think my thought process was just gonna be a Power Punch. I had to save the shield for the Ferrothorn. I think I can just go double Icicle Spear for the win here because it's going to be neutral. Yeah. Good job. Pass me. So yeah, I'm done with this meta. I mentioned on Twitter, link in the description. So link in the description. I always have so many links in the description, but I never mention them. So I have 4 links in the description, I think. One is my Twitter, one is my Twitch, which I haven't done in like months. Just a mixture of like the interlude season killed streamers and YouTube videos. Plus, then I got COVID for 2 weeks, and now it's summer, so I'm going on vacation for a couple weeks. So I just haven't gone much. On Twitch, I have a Discord, very active, tight community there. I pop in once. I'm in so many Discords. I'm in like 40 Discords. But this is the only one I have all notifications on, so I do see everything that's said. And if you tag me, I usually come. Just like don't over tag me. Like once in a while is fine. I'll come and talk, and otherwise, don't over tag me. Jellicent Lever. Can I get another move? Guess not. Gonna come in here just because more tankiness. And then I think my Patreon is the other one that I have. And again, I gotta start getting on. A couple of you, most people are Patreon, just like a couple dollars, just be like, thanks for making the videos. A couple of you do the higher tiers, and I'm gonna get back to doing battle reviews and everything that I promised. It's just been a rough couple months with COVID and life. Oh, but what I was saying is, I was saying on Twitter that this meta, oh, this is definitely lost because of they have a shield plus the one drill run doesn't take out plus a Zap Cannon will take me out. This game's over. The 3, I think I mentioned this in my last video. The 3 typing Pokemon is really rough because it just makes the meta so stale so quick. And we have a couple in the future coming that are only 1 typing, a Flying Cup and a Fighting Cup. So those metas are going to get stale super, super quick. So good news is this is why I'm liking the 1 week turnover, because if you do even just go 1 week, turnover is pretty quick. So you can just kind of deal with the stale meta. But man, they need to like up it. So the good news is next week is retro, which again, next week, as in tomorrow, is retro. So a video tomorrow on top 20 PV poke analysis and then your normal team ideas. We just had retro last season, so I can go over a couple of my teams that I used. And then we have, yeah, so retro and ultra league. I'll probably focus on retro. And then there is also Kanto Cup the week after. And Kanto Cup is one of those like you can use again. There's enough Pokemon in the 151 plus the Alalon ones to not get too stale. Because there's enough that have like enough play. This is an interesting matchup here. There's enough to have enough play. Like I just shot a video because I was going through submissions. Submission link also in the description. Someone submitted a team. One of the teams that I'm showcasing, I shot in advance because I'll be gone that week, is like a double bulk team. I think it was Lickitung and Dugong, which like, again, bulk is better, but there's also like, you can run Snorlax in there. Obviously, Ninetales is a huge one for me. I've run Blastoise, I run Hitmonchan. People run Eradicate a lot. What else is there? Like a Mach, normal Mach. So there's a lot of options that people have run. So it doesn't get as stale as it seems to be like there's like 10 Pokemon meta here that are just everywhere. So yeah, that is the video. Stay tuned for tomorrow for those, and then we'll get into, I'll do a couple Retro Cup teams, see how far in advance we can get, because I'm leaving Saturday through Saturday. So I want to try and shoot a couple in advance. I could shoot, like I already shot the 1 Kanto Cup team in advance. Hope to do a bunch of battles Wednesday night Thursday to try and get a couple in advance. But then also next week I'll do like sort of the one-offs. I'll do like a halfway through the year my top shinies and hundos and PvP Pokemon that I'm building and stuff like that. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.